And in this video, we're looking at distributing, using distributive property, and we might have to combine like terms in order to simplify the algebraic expression. So let's get into this. So distributing and combining like terms, that's what we're looking at. All right, number one, 12j plus 30k. Got to look at each of the choices, so be careful when you have multiple choice. That's when you run into penalties. Now, penalties aren't bad. I mean, you can make mistakes. You just got to fix them. Then you got to get another one right. So you really want to take your time and get them right the first time as much as you can. So do the distributive property and check. 30 times 2j is 60. That's not going to work. 12 times j works, but 12 times 30 gives you 360k. Nope. 6 times 2 is 12j. 6 times 5k is 30k. That works. That's what you want. So it's going to be, in this example, letter C. I would always check to make sure all of them don't work or all of them do work. Check D, in other words. 6 times 2 is 12j. 6 times 30k is 180k. Yeah, no way. So it's C for sure. Number 2, look at the expression here. You would just distribute. You would distribute the 7 times the 2x, which is 14x. I see a 14x here and a 14x here. And then 7 times 3w is 21 w's. Right there, that is. There's addition. So it's got to be C. All right, let's move on here. Number 4. Which of these answers matches this expression? When we can add inside their like terms, you get 5a, and 6 times 5a is 30a. Boom. Most of you would recognize that pretty quickly. Next one. See if there's any more. Oh, yes. What happens when we have a problem like number 6? 8 minus a group. -3 plus 7x. I would change that subtraction to adding, and it's like you're making a -1 outside the parentheses. And what you're going to do is you're going to distribute the -1 times -3, so it's a +3. And -1 times 7x will give you a -7x. Bring down the plus sign, bring down the 8, the plus sign. And since we have all addition, we can move the terms around, and we can combine like terms. 8 plus 3 is 11. But the x is not a like term. That's as far as you can go. You could switch the order and make it -7x plus 11. That would also be correct. So be careful in problems where you're subtracting what's in the group. Let's do 9 yet. So -10, we're subtracting this whole thing right there. So the advice is, to get it right, change the subtraction here to an addition, and then think of this as the whole thing as being its opposite. So it's like a -1 being distributed here, which makes that a +5x. A -1 times a +20 would be a -20. And since we distribute it, we can get rid of the parentheses, bring everything else down, and now we can add the -10 and -20, get -30 plus the 5x. They're not like terms, so that's as simple as we can make it. Good luck with those.